Guys, I'm so sorry. I think the channel needs to be shut. Needs to be shut.
What are you doing, Lee?
The channel needs to be shut down.
What are you talking? No,
Scoot, no,
Lee,
that's
scoot
not
over.
what happened.
Oh.
Scoot, no.
Hey guys, disregard that. The channel's not shutting down. I don't know what Lee's talking about.
Basically, our video file for our first 12 minutes of our podcast got deleted, so you're just gonna have to look at our logo for the first 12 minutes, but the rest of the video's fine. There's actually another little mess up in there, but don't worry about that. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy.
What are you? What? Hey, what's up, everybody? Set in Stone here. Noah, Jalen, Leroy. We're coming at you with podcast number 4. Today, what we're going to be talking about are things that are overrated, underrated, and fairly rated. But before we get into that, we want to talk to you a little bit about some news and whatnot. What's going on in the world? What's going on in pop culture and all of that? You got anything?
I think the biggest news coming out of this week would be your boy winning the Set in Stone title. If you haven't checked out my last video, it's my address to all of you guys, the subscribers and fans. Check it out. And don't expect to see these chumps with this title anytime soon.
That's not true. I will be winning it very soon. And
so what he said before the last one, and he got one match
I
right.
was joking. So let's actually get into the real news here.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, please do.
Though.
Please do that. And if you're listening on iTunes, hi, how you doing?
How you doing?
So let's get into the news. First off, let's talk about Japan's declining suicide rate.
That's good stuff.
The statistics came out the other day, and apparently it is down 3% since last year. And if you guys didn't know, Japan's suicide rate is very, very high. I believe it was like 21,000 in 2016 alone. So last year, 3% lowered, and that's great. So I just want to discuss a little thing about suicide awareness, and how if you feel like somebody's going through a lot, I'll be there for them. If you're going through a lot, there's hotlines. I don't know if you guys know the hotline.
I can't remember it by heart. It's the Logic song.
Yeah. If you haven't listened to that Logic song, he talks all about it. We'll leave a link to the suicide prevention webpage. Just, if you're having a hard time, like I was a while ago, take a visit and, get some help, because it really helps a lot. So just wanted to, hit the low real quick. So let's go back up.
I'll stay in about a middle ground here. Mm-hmm. Tonight, President Trump gives his State of the Union address. And whether or not you are a fan of Trump or you don't like Trump, this is the State of the Union address it's a big deal in the country, because it definitely it sheds some light on, because I think this is something where a lot of people that maybe don't follow politics too much, it's something a lot of people tune into, mm-hmm. and it helps them understand
just like
what's going on in the country. And I think definitely the biggest hitting point and talking point of his address will be DACA and the Dreamers. Mm-hmm. So for those of you that don't know, the Dreamers are illegal immigrants who were brought over by their parents. So they've lived here their entire lives, and this is the only country they've ever known. And with the new immigration plans, basically the Republicans want to kick them out because they're illegal immigrants, and then Democrats are fighting to keep them here because this is all they've ever known. They're essentially U.S. citizens.
Right.
And that's what the whole government shutdown was over a couple weeks ago. So that's definitely, I think, is going to be a big point in the address. So something to keep an eye out for.
It's going to be interesting for sure.
All right. now for the fluff pieces. Let's get into it. Super Bowl is coming up this weekend?
Yep.
Yeah.
This Sunday is the Super Bowl. You got the Pats. Boo. Got the Eagles. Yay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm a Cowboys fan, so
So
it's hard
he's
for me
never
either way.
been happy.
Yeah, since 1996, and I wasn't born. So
Yeah, so we just want to run through some of our predictions right now. Not for the belt or anything, but just who we think's going to win. I'm going to say, just because I can't bring myself to predict the Patriots in anything, I'm gonna predict the Eagles. I'm going to be hardcore Eagles fan this Sunday.
Can we get a score?
Okay. I think the Eagles are going to win
2-0.
31-24.
About a whole touchdown.
Yep.
Okay.
I also hate the Patriots because if you don't hate the Patriots, what are you doing?
You must be living in New England.
But
I don't know what that was.
But I'm gonna try my best to correctly choose a winner. I'm gonna take the Pats. Even with Carson Wentz out, I think Foles and company will hold their own. Got a solid defense, so I'm gonna take Pats 27-14.
Okay.
All right, that's a good prediction. Now I'm also gonna take Pats, but the Pats are just looking really good.
When haven't they?
Yeah. So, and obviously the Eagles don't have their star quarterback, which, like you said, Foles is good, but he isn't that good to stop the Patriots.
Don't hate on my boy Nicky Foles.
No, I'm not hating, dude. I hate the Patriots too, but I'm just saying it's probably going to be 34-20.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be kind of a blowout. But
So there's our mini predictions for the Super Bowl because everyone watches the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So there's that.
and the halftime show, Justin Timberlake. He's about to-
Timberlake, JT.
Yeah, he's
I love
about to
JT.
Debut a new album, and we'll see a
The
lot more.
last time Justin Timberlake was at the Super Bowl halftime show, Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction.
Yep. Uh-huh. That was not.
I won't go
that
into
was-
details, but it happened.
He publicly apologized for that,
I
right?
don't think it was his fault. I mean, he
I
did
mean,
kind of
yeah,
grab it. It was his fault a little bit.
So our next news segment, we're going over the Grammy and the WWE results real quick, just really quick. So let's start with WWE.
If you want to know the results, just go watch our predictions video and listen to every one of my predictions because I got every single one right.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
I only just won.
But no, super good pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, really good. Just a really good weekend of wrestling. NXT Takeover was really good. Had a couple already match of the year candidates. I think the Royal Rumble was good. The men's Royal Rumble was really, really good. Probably the best Rumble match. I think definitely of this decade.
Definitely the best Rumble match we've ever watched
yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Right. The women's Royal Rumble. It wasn't bad. They're still getting. I think they're still getting their bearings about
It
it.
was
Still
good
trying
for
to
the
get their
first
sea
one,
legs.
for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
And I think in both the men's and women's Royal Rumble, the right person won.
Yeah, I think so.
And that you don't get to say that a lot when it comes to
not
WWE
often.
writers. So they got those two right.
Yeah.
Both world titles stayed on the current champion.
Yeah. AJ won. That was correct. He should still have the title.
Brock won.
Brock won, which is probably right. Also, it's
And
probably
then,
going to be Brock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yay.
But so the Royal Rumble was super good,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna turn it over to the Grammys.
Grammys
Not
not
as
so good. Performance wise, pretty good. If
pretty
you-
good performance.
Yep. Kendrick Lamar,
Kendrick's performance was really
Good.
good.
Donnie G's good.
Yeah, gotta love a D Glove.
Sam Smith, terrible.
I haven't seen his performance, but
Yeah, I heard Rihanna performed.
Yeah,
I heard that was good.
it was her and Bryson Tiller, I think.
Yep. And then you also had a DJ Khaled song, which the whole time somebody...
We at the Grammys!
Yeah. No, the whole time you either heard, DJ Khaled, we at the Grammys, we out here, and then DJ Khaled again. Apparently it ruined the whole song. So that's embarrassing. And the winner... I guess I could say the winner.
The big winner.
Yeah, the surprising winner that night was Bruno Mars.
And if you watch our Grammys prediction video, you'll see a lot of incorrect predictions.
I got music video correct. They got song of the year correct. That's it.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing because I mean, there's a lot. Moving away from Bruno Mars just real quick. Best new artist kind of made me upset. I mean, I understand like Uzi came out a couple years ago and all that, but Uzi, SZA, and Khalid all have a huge like fan base right now, and their albums were super good.
Yeah.
Alicia Cara is good. I did listen to her album today. It's a good album. I like it. But I like SZA's album a lot more. I think it's a lot more creative.
Yeah.
And obviously Khalid's is really good, and Lil Uzi's making a lot of music, and it's pretty good in my opinion. So I think the wrong winner for that. Bruno Mars, the wrong winner for a lot of things. Obviously we had, in my opinion, more influential and better sounding albums in Damn, 444, Awaken My Love, and even I think Melodrama's better than... I think that was the weakest album out of all that. Not that it's a bad album.
Yeah.
But
in the field that it was in.
It was such a strong field, and...
But at the same time, I think the fan bases of each respective artist takes the artist losing harder than the artist takes himself or herself losing, because they don't put out their music to win Grammys. You know?
Yeah.
They put it out for themselves and their fans. Like, it's just the product they make.
So
I don't think we as fan bases should really get too wrapped up in it.
I just think that seeing Bruno Mars win almost every year is hard. I mean, obviously he makes good music and he gets radio time.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Unorthodox Jukebox was a lot better than this album.
Yeah, of course. I think that's probably his best album. I think this is his weakest album that he's released. And I think Kendrick Lamar's Damn is his strongest album. I take that back. To Pimp a Butterfly is his strongest album in my opinion, but Damn is probably his second best album.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's an argument that I could go on and on about, but, you know, I'm upset about the winners, but, you know, it's the Grammys. What do you expect? It's always going to happen. So,
yeah. Well, hey, Dave Chappelle won Best Comedy Album, so...
I love
Dave Chappelle is funny.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that was a good news, bad news, medium news, whatever your opinion is of it. We gave our opinions. Tell us your opinions in the comments and stuff. But now let's get into our topic for the podcast, and that's just going to be talking about stuff that we think is underrated, stuff that we think is overrated, stuff that we think is fairly rated.
So today at school, we were trying to come up with a main point for this podcast, and we were just kind of snowballing. Just spitballing. I looked at the mic and said snowball. But yeah, we were spitballing, and then I think Leroy said something about underrated or overrated. Or no, we were talking about Johnny Depp. And then Leroy said, "You guys think he's overrated or underrated?" So we all gave our opinions, and then that conversation continued into lunch, and we just kept saying random things, and we'd be like, so one of us would just say a noun, and then we'd all just give our answer of what we thought. And it was pretty fun. It was a pretty funny conversation, I thought, too. The people at our lunch table, they were kind of listening in. So we just thought might as well just try it out here on the mic.
See what you guys think.
So it's kind of good, go into a game format, I guess. So, you know, we're just going to say the noun, underrated, overrated. And if
If it demands further
if
further
we
conversation,
disagree,
we'll talk about it.
or
If it's unanimous, then
Yeah.
we
Move
probably
on.
won't
yeah.
stick on it.
So,
But this is probably our least scripted podcast to this
Mhm.
For
point.
sure.
So
for sure.
it's definitely going to be one of our more just conversation based videos.
This is
so.
probably going to be us in like just a normal conversation.
Yeah,
Like
for
this
the
is
most
what we
part.
would do just sitting around, which we're doing right now. So, so let's start off since we already said it. Johnny Depp.
I say overrated.
Okay,
I'm gonna say fairly rated.
I'm gonna say overrated.
That's
Why-
interesting because you got
Yeah.
mad at me earlier for saying he was
Well,
overrated.
you made a good point. Okay, Sam Welch, my dude,
Mm-hmm.
made a good point. Johnny Depp. First off, you said Johnny Depp does not have a lot of good movies. That is true. He has about 3 good movies, which is subjective.
Subjective.
Subjective. That's subjective.
Yeah.
And he also spends a lot of money on
Don't hate the play, I hate the play.
on a lot of things. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. To me, I feel like people are always like he has so much range, but it's like, does he? Because he just plays like the wacky guy
The
in like
wacky
most
or,
of the
like,
movies.
dark guy.
Yeah. So I feel like he doesn't really have a ton of range, and at this point, he couldn't like play the
Time
like a
out.
regular guy.
Leroy is Johnny Depp.
No.
The wacky
no,
dark-
The wacky
no,
dark guy. Yeah.
No. Maybe a little.
Slightly
I
Johnny
don't want to
Depp.
be Johnny Depp. That's the problem. I don't want to be making Pirates of the Caribbean
8.
and then go bankrupt. Okay.
That's fair.
Fun fact: Johnny Depp's the reason I grew my hair out.
Oh,
Really?
because
Because
What's
of
Eating
What's
Gilbert
Eating Gilbert
Grape?
Grape, which is one of his good movies.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I remember the day. Honestly, I think that you were like, I'm gonna grow my hair out like that.
We
I
watched
said-
it at Jalen. Me and Jalen watched it at Jalen's house. But yeah, What's Eating Gilbert Grape definitely is a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a real good. In my opinion, though, Leo outshines Johnny Depp in that movie.
Leo outshines anyone in any of his movies.
That's pretty true.
Speaking about the hair thing real quick, I just want to, if you guys wonder why my hair is so long and so crazy, I'm growing it out too.
He wants to be like the champ.
Yeah, no. Okay. For some reason, I looked at a picture of old Ozzy Osbourne, and I was like, this is cool. Why
Old
not do
Ozzy
it?
Osbourne or young Ozzy
No,
Osbourne?
like
Old, like chronologically.
yeah,
or,
like
okay.
1970s Ozzy
Okay.
Osbourne, and I was like, you know what? Let's roll with it. So yeah, it's getting at this length, which is really awkward right now.
Hey,
But
we
you
all
know,
go through it. You go through the awkward link. It
Yeah.
happens.
so I mean, I have to wear hats and headbands until it gets about shoulders length.
Let's get this to 20 likes. I'll shave my beard.
Why?
I'm gonna shave my beard anyways because I was meaning to do that.
All right.
But Jalen's been growing his out for a while.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Overrated. Overrated. Jalen's beard.
You think so?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh man.
So let's keep
Okay,
moving
let's
on.
keep going.
Speaking about Leo, underrated, overrated, fairly rated. What did you think?
Fairly rated, I think.
Yeah, I'd say fairly rated because he's like regarded as one of the best actors in the world. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, even then I still think he's slightly underrated because there's a lot of good movies that people haven't heard about. Like he has almost all of his movies are great.
Mhm.
He knows it. I don't know if he's a method actor.
I don't think he really goes method.
Well, whatever he does with his characters is really good.
Mhm.
Great. Gilligan's Island.
He was in Gilligan's Island.
Was it
Isn't that a
Gilligan's?
TV show?
No, it's not Gilligan's Island. Shutter Island, not Gilligan's Island.
Those two things
Yep,
couldn't
I
be
know.
more different.
Okay, Shutter Island.
I've seen it. Martin Scorsese movie. Him
Yep.
and Martin Scorsese work together a lot, which is good.
Obviously, he has the big ones, Titanic, and all that.
Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah. But like, Django is also a very good one that he's in.
Yeah. The Departed's really, really
Yes.
good.
Even when he takes smaller roles, he makes those
In The
smaller
Aviator?
roles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
He's,
one. That's my
Howard Hughes.
second favorite, I almost said Johnny Depp, Leo movie.
Oh.
It used to be my first, and then I saw The Revenant, and I was like, man, The Revenant is so good. And
Man.
yeah.
My favorite Leo movie's got to be, man, Inception's really good. I like Inception.
See, you could just name off just movies of his.
I've heard that possibly in a new Joker movie, Leonardo DiCaprio might play the Joker, which I think he would do really well with, but I'd be scared that he would be like the only good part in an otherwise bad movie, just judging from
And he's gonna get the comparisons to Heath as well.
No one can beat Heath. Let's be honest. It's. I mean, he's a legend for the Joker and A Knight's Tale, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Love A Knight's Tale.
Thank you.
A Knight's Tale, underrated, overrated, fairly rated.
Underrated. Yes, totally. That was on my top 10 movie list for a while.
For the day after you watched A Knight's Tale.
It's a good movie. It's a funny movie.
Yeah, I like it.
But still going off of actors, this is one that we discussed. Denzel Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated, overrated, fairly rated.
I say fairly rated.
Fairly rated.
I'm gonna have to say a little underrated, because there's a lot of movies, kind of like Leo, that a lot of people don't know. Fences.
Mm-hmm. Fences are really good. I think
Glory.
I think you could say appreciated maybe, or like not as well known amongst like the general public or like our generation as he should be, just because he's not in like the big blockbuster movies or anything like that, but amongst like critics and stuff, he's definitely fairly rated, I would say, because he's won Oscars and stuff.
He's a really good representative of the black culture, for sure. I mean, obviously almost all of his movies are about African American culture and their lifestyles and like the struggles and stuff. So he's really good about that. So there's that. Going off of that, Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson, slightly underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say underrated.
I'm gonna say fairly rated. Why do you guys think he's underrated?
Have you seen The Deep Blue?
Have you seen?
Is that
Coach
the
Carter?
one where it gets
Eaten by a shark?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I haven't seen it.
Why'd you pick his worst movie?
Because.
Okay, I take that back. That isn't his worst movie. Jumper.
Man, you hating on Jumper.
Okay.
You stay hating on Jumper.
If you guys have not watched Jumper yet, do not watch it. It's got Hayden
Christensen.
Yep, the guy.
The worst actor.
Yeah, the guy from the Star Wars prequels that played Anakin, not young Anakin, the older Anakin.
Can I recite? I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere. Thank you. That's adolescent Anakin in what's that one? Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. Yep. I like the prequels just for the battle scenes, kind of.
I like
also
the
Obi-Wan.
third one.
Obi-Wan.
Well, yeah, Ewan McGregor's a great actor,
Yeah.
so he was going to be good.
I like Darth Maul.
For the 30 seconds he was on screen.
Yeah. So don't watch Jumper, but there's our opinion on Samuel Jackson. Here's something that we've been interested in lately: Vine compilations. Underrated, fairly rated, overrated.
Underrated.
Thank you. Underrated.
I've watched so many Vine compilations. You know what else I noticed? Not only are the compilations themselves funny, but the names of the compilations are really funny. Like, I saw one, and it was like, oh my god, I can't remember it.
Oh, wow.
There's one that said Vines that really butter my egg roll. That was funny.
I saw one that's Vines that I quote every day.
Yeah, there's a lot of like Vines that I quote way too often and stuff, but I think people just were trying to like one up each other. So there's one that made no sense at all, and I think it was my favorite thing. There was one that said Vines that cured my cancer.
Yeah. it's very underappreciated. First off,
Yeah.
we took Vine for granted, and we did laugh back then at him, but man, when it went away, was everyone mad? And I'm pretty glad that Vine 2 is coming back, but I'm pretty scared that it's not going to be the same.
I can see that.
Let's hope for Vine 2 being good.
Yeah, we can only hope. That's all we can do as people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hope. All right.
You should
Let's
wonder.
say, okay, I'm going to say Cherry Coke. Underrated, overrated, fairly rated.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, man. You see, I feel like I'm gonna ruffle some feathers to the right of me.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say, you see, but it's hard. I don't, because my reasoning, I think regular Coke's better than Cherry Coke, so that doesn't necessarily mean Cherry Coke's
Give me a
overrated.
Babebasai over a Coke any day. Give me a Cherry Coke over
Overrated.
a Babebasai any day.
Overrated is my final answer.
You go next, because
I'm going to say that it is underrated because I feel like it just doesn't get the love. People, I changed my answer. Fairly rated for the most part, I would say. Underrated by some, fairly rated by most.
Underrated.
Okay.
And this is why I'm going to say underrated. Cherry Vanilla Coke, the god of drinks, okay? I'm going to say that right now. Second off, Cherry Coke is underrated because not everyone in the world should drink it.
Yeah.
Or everyone in the world, okay?
It should be the default flavor
Yes.
of Coke.
Yes, it really should. I really think that.
No.
Coke itself, all right.
Amazing.
Okay. Cherry Coke.
You cannot beat a cola.
A good fresh Coca-Cola from
McDonald's
McDonald's in a
Coca-Cola.
nice styrofoam cup.
Will always be the greatest.
I'll
drink
take
ever
that.
made.
I'll take that over a canned cherry Coke.
So, okay, speaking about McDonald's drinks, what do they do to their
I
drinks?
think they just put a whole lot of carbonation in there.
Do you think it's the carbs? I think it's their
crack
ice.
cocaine.
I think it's...
You think they never got away from the
No,
original?
I think it's crack cocaine.
They just
And Mountain Dew still
Yeah.
has moonshine
Yeah.
in it.
do shine. You mean?
I think
Yes.
it's their ice, and I think it's their cups. Something like the insulation in the cups, man. Something about it. McDonald's, if you have a secret, you better be telling us, man. Because I'm interested. I'm really interested. I want a McDonald's Coke machine.
Okay, that's fair. That would be an amazing gift, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Next thing for me, I'm gonna go for a controversial one. Disney World, underrated, overrated, fairly rated.
See, I haven't been to Disney World since I was like probably 3 or
Right.
4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You went to Disney.
But I'm gonna
Kinda
say
recently.
overrated. Because I think you go into Disney World expecting so much. At least it's overrated to people our age.
Yeah.
'Cause you go in expecting so much.
Because you remember going when you were a kid and, it
then
felt like
it's-
bigger.
And then you kind of just get there and it's just like a lot of like shops.
Yeah, and
whatnot.
lines.
Yeah, there's not really much to it. There's not like many fun rides.
Yeah,
for
that's what I was
the
gonna say.
adults.
You go.
I've never been. Can't really state an opinion.
Uh-huh.
I think it's overhyped.
Okay.
I think that, like, judging by the looks of the rides and the look of how it is, it's designed for children,
Yeah.
For the most
and
part,
that's
yeah.
the only reason why it's good.
I feel that.
Um,
Space Mountain is cool. I will say I'm not gonna turn down a trip to Disney World. I'll still go. It's
athletes
fun.
won't turn down a trip to Disney
Yeah,
World.
it's fun. It's a good experience. I think everyone should go at some point. But most of the rides are child oriented, and I don't think that Disney World is as good as Universal Studios. And I think Universal Studios has cooler rides and
Definitely.
better rides, so I would choose to go to Universal over Disney World any day. So I'm also
I'm-
going to say overrated, but you should still go. Still respect it.
I'm gonna let you go.
I'm
because I have
a
my-
big fan of Universal Studios
Yeah, me
too.
too.
I really like theme parks. Like I like
Yeah,
feeling
theme
like
parks are awesome.
I like feeling like I'm in that specific.
I've
world.
never
It's
been to
really
the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and I want to go there so bad.
But yeah, I've been to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Super cool.
The Jamaican vine for anyone who's wondering.
But yeah, I really like feeling like I was like transported to that world. Like they have like
Yeah.
Simpsons one superhero world. It's super cool.
Here's the problem with Universal Studios. Everything gets old after a while, so they have to tear that down. But sometimes that becomes relics of it, and when they tear it down, everybody's like, "Oh, didn't they have? Were they the one that had the Phantom of the Opera one?"
Maybe they had a twister thing that was really cool, and they made like a fake tornado, and like lightning came down
See,
and set
like,
something
why-
on fire.
Why couldn't they just keep that?
I don't know. It was cool. I think they might still have it. I'm not sure. I
Well,
haven't been.
they keep like
In a
most
while.
of like the like iconic like they have the ET thing still
Mhm.
there. And
Yeah.
that thing's not.
But
very
but
fun.
I mean, like, there's still
Yeah.
there's still a lot of like things that they tore down that was like iconic for when
You know
it-
what they have at the Universal Studios in LA, I think? They have the house from Psycho.
really.
Yeah, like the whole house, because that's where it was shot. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Here's something. Have you guys been to Kings Island?
Yeah.
Okay, recently.
Yeah.
we
yeah.
went together.
Well, I know me and
I
you
went
did.
in July.
July.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he went more recently.
Mystic Timbers from Kings Island.
Overrated.
Okay, let me get this straight. This is the worst roller coaster in the theme park, in my opinion. Okay, here's why.
It's new. Total flop.
Yeah, there's this like bad water spot. It's not very thrilling. Okay, and this ending. This ending.
Oh my god, what was it? I didn't understand.
Okay, this ending. So you go through like a tunnel and you stop in this log cabin, like
barn type
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
And well, first
And
of
you
all,
just keep hearing noises.
they've been building like there's going to be the Sasquatch coming at you the
Yeah.
whole time, and then tell them what pops up at the end.
okay. So this is radio that
Yeah.
just turns on and
You're
and-
expecting a jump scare.
Yeah, you're expecting either a jump scare or you're gonna go really fast.
Yeah.
And like, no,
Neither of those things happen.
you turn the corner, and it is.
And the ride's over.
Yeah, that's it.
You sit there for like 3 minutes waiting to see what happens.
and then
and
nothing
then you just-
happens. It's awful.
And it's
Terrible.
over.
Terrible ride. 0 out of 10. Don't recommend. Don't go to Mystic Timbers. Rest of Kings Island. Here's the thing with Kings Island, all right? Well, I got one before we get into Kings Island. Water parks, overrated, underrated, fairly rated. I'm going to say overrated because I just don't like water rides as much as I like roller coasters. And honestly, water slides kind of scare me. I'm scared I'm going to go off the edge. Don't like that.
If it's a tube, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
Unless you like you fall.
You see, I think this is another one, like, it kind of, like, as you get
It
older.
depends. Yeah.
type
Well, it
deal.
also varies.
Yeah, but, like, I went to, I'll say fairly rated to answer the question,
Yeah.
but I went to a water park called Blizzard Beach in Orlando, and they have the tallest free-falling
That would
water
scare me so
slide.
much.
Yeah,
I'd be
that's-
so
in the
scared I was going
world.
to fall forward.
And it's so fun. It goes so fast. It's such a it's so steep.
Oh, that would scare me so much.
I'm gonna say a little underrated because I don't know if they still have it. They probably do. They probably improved it. When I was younger, so about 7 years ago, maybe a little bit more. South Padre Island. Do you guys know where that is?
No, I do not.
Yeah, it's like
It's Texas.
near
Yeah,
near
it's-
the border. of
Yeah,
Mexico.
it's on the coast of like pretty much Houston all the way down to McAllen and the border. One of the best water parks I've ever been to. It's like only a water park.
Yeah.
It's not like an amusement park or anything. Only designed for water parks. And man, that place is bumping. I love it. So I think it's a little underrated because they are fun. And I feel like when you go to an amusement park that has a water park on it, you're pretty much only going for the amusement park. You're like roller
Right.
coasters, that's cool. Water parks, you probably forgot about it.
Here's the thing. I just don't. I don't like getting wet if I'm not in a pool or a shower. Quite honestly, that's why I'm not a huge fan of Splash Mountain. Like I just don't want I just don't want to get wet if I'm not gonna be fully in water. That's just me. But I feel like I feel like this goes for amusement parks too, though. They get old really fast. Like I feel like you're at an amusement park for too long. Like I would only want to be at an amusement park or a water park for like 2 hours. Like go there for 2 hours. Or no, lines are pretty long. I'll say 4 hours. You go there, you hit all the good rides. You go to Kings Island, you go to the drop zone. You probably get on the Beast. You go on the Diamondback. Yeah, wasn't the Phoenix, one of them, or the like
Banshee.
Firehawk.
Oh,
the Firehawk is
Oh,
cool.
He doesn't like the Firehawk.
Firehawk was cool.
I like it.
Did you like the Firehawk?
Yeah.
Okay, I love the Firehawk.
Yeah.
It's my
It
favorite.
wasn't my favorite.
And-
The Diamondback's my favorite.
Diamondback's
Diamondback's
really
cool.
good, but being upside down, looking down at that ground, man, that's so thrilling to me. But
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, but I feel like you just need to go there, hit all the big rides, grab a hot dog on your way out, get out, go home, go stay at Great Wolf Lodge for the night, and that's it. That's all you got to do. I just don't like being at an amusement park for like 9 hours. It's just too long. My skin can't handle it. I have fair skin. I'm gonna die.
Speaking about that,
Dying.
no, not dying, not dying, but amusement parks. I'm the type of guy that has to hit like almost every ride.
Hey, sorry, we had some technical difficulties there. We're gonna bring it on back now.
Leroy, continue.
Continue.
So anyway, I was talking about amusement parks and how I am towards them.
Okay.
So I'm the type of guy that wants to ride every ride before I leave.
Right.
Every good ride. So every ride, basically, to me. And I'm the type of guy that whenever I leave, I'm like, man, I really wanted to do more. So I like amusement parks a lot.
Call me a buzzkill, but I tend around hour 4, I get to the point where I'm like, oh, I want to go home. But well, kind of. It depends on it depends on where I am. Cuz like I know we said Disney World was overrated earlier. But my favorite part of going to Disney World is the fireworks show at the very end before you leave, because I think that's really cool. It's
Is it
really
every
beautiful.
night?
Yeah. Every night they do a fireworks show, and
Fun fact: over spring break, that hotel resort thing we're going to,
we'll be able to see that.
every night you can see the fireworks.
We are in Orlando, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's going to be cool.
Yeah,
We're going to
we'll be coming
Florida.
at you with a spring break episode. So,
Yeah.
Keep your eye out for
Keep your.
Hey, you guys remember?
We got beach episodes. We got
Yeah, that's what I
Orlando
was about to say.
episodes.
We're gonna
Thanks for
tan
flowing,
and vlog us tanning.
Okay,
I'm
maybe.
gonna tan. Jalen's gonna burn.
I'm gonna
I'm not
burn.
sure what Leroy's gonna do.
I'm Mexican. I never burn.
Do you tan though?
Huh?
Do you get darker?
I basically stay the same color. all
Lee's
the
gonna stay the same.
time. Noah already said it. But our new
Office?
our new office is about to be pretty much finished. We're getting there. But we are doing the guest location soon.
Mhm.
I've already got an idea. Also, we got the beach that we're planning on, because obviously we can't have our office down
Right.
there. So we're thinking about doing one on the beach, maybe a nighttime beach episode. That'd be really cool.
Some balcony episodes.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm thinking about a rooftop episode too.
We could go live during the road trip.
That'd be sick.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really sick. So, watch out for us. We're gonna be out there.
Got a lot of cool ideas.
We're making moves.
Yeah. So
Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe you don't have to comment or like, but subscribe so you can stay caught up with all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so getting back on topic.
Sorry.
Speaking of the beach, overrated, underrated,
Overrated.
evenly rated.
Overrated.
Beach, fairly rated. Ocean, overrated. Beach at night, underrated.
Underrated for all things.
Okay.
Beach does not get enough love. You put it on a song at the beach, greatest day of your life. You drink water at the beach, greatest day of your life. You take off your shoes at the beach, you feel your feet in the sand, dude. That's so great. Ocean, definitely underrated. All right. Listen, I love.
I'll take pool over ocean.
I
any day.
love.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I love swimming.
The
And
ocean scares me. It's scary. How is it
it's
not?
not that
There's
scary.
critters in there. I
Critters
stepped on.
maybe like 1,000 feet forward, maybe.
No, 1,000 feet. There's sharks that roam the shallows. Have you seen the movie The Shallows?
Oh, okay, was it real?
Could have been based on a true story.
Did
It
say-
wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, sharks are pretty much harmless unless you start
What?
bleeding. Okay.
That's
They're-
kind
they're-
of true.
Yeah. So, the ocean, I like the waves. Okay, I like the way they push me.
Go to a wave pool.
Not, where in Indiana do we have a wave pool?
Holiday World.
That's like 3 hours away from us. I'm not going to Holiday World to get in a
Fine,
wave
fine,
pool. I'm
fine.
going to the actual beach.
Just get in your bathtub and splishy splash.
No, I'm not doing that. But anyway, the beach, the ocean, everything about like Florida, Texas, not so much New Orleans. Louisiana, California, yes. Everything in between, greatest. I seriously wish I was down there every day. Okay, and I'm excited for this
Here's
vacation.
the thing. I don't. The beach is fine. I've never gone and like with people close to my age,
Yeah,
you know.
same
So I think
way.
I'll like the beach more when we're
Yeah.
down there and we're hanging out and stuff. But usually I would go with like just like my parents and then like my cousins who are all mostly younger than me. So it wouldn't be very fun. Also, I stepped on a crab and it pinched my toe. So that was
You didn't
scarring.
like it.
I didn't mean to step on him, Leroy.
You didn't know that.
I know. I'm not mad at the crab. I'm just.
All right. So since we're talking about the beach, forest and mountains, underrated, evenly rated, overrated.
Is it like being in the mountains or forest, or like viewing the mountains and forest?
Like being,
Being-
let's say camping.
I don't think I'm a big fan of camping. How long? Like one night or like a weekend camp?
A weekend.
I've never done it before, so I can't like speak to it completely. I feel like I wouldn't love it. Well, I don't know. I feel like it just depends on who you're with.
Yeah,
A lot of things
yeah.
depend who you're with.
I'll say fairly rated, I guess. I don't know.
I guess I'll say fairly rated.
I'm gonna say underrated. That's the only place I like more than the beach, and that's surprising. But I
How
also
often do you camp?
Huh?
How often do you camp?
every once in a while. All right. No,
You never told us about no
Yeah.
camping
well,
trips.
I go with my cousin sometimes. You guys know him.
Yo,
Who wins this, huh?
we don't get invited.
Explain. Explicarse.
Well, so I went with an ex. Not gonna say the ex name. Respect.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
But I went with her a couple times, and
So it was a girl.
yes, it was a girl. So I went with her a couple times, and I really, really enjoyed it. And the main thing is I want to move to Maine, because I like Maine. Maine's cool.
See, everything you just said made me think you'd want to live
I don't
on
think
the
there's
beach.
mountains in Maine.
Yeah, there is. The apps go all the way up. Yeah.
That
You
means,
wanna look
that means they'd have to go through, like, New York City.
Yeah.
No, they go around New York City. New York City's on the top left. Goes like right in
I
between.
feel like. Hold
Dude,
up,
you can look it up, dude.
Okay, well, while
Keep
this
talking,
discussion's
I'll look it
happening, Seafood, underrated, overrated,
Overrated.
even.
I love seafood. I'm gonna say evenly. I'm gonna say fairly rated. 'Cause
Overrated.
I love
I
seafood.
hate it.
I hate sushi most of all. Fish.
Sushi's amazing. I love
No.
sushi. Sushi is so good.
Fun story. First had sushi with my ex. Here's another story about an ex. Look at that. Hold on.
Okay, it does. It does.
Okay,
It does.
fair.
Okay.
I was thinking it was going to the
It
left.
actually doesn't go through New York at all.
Yeah.
It goes through New Jersey a little bit.
It isn't. They said it isn't in Maine at all. It's almost half of Maine right there. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm
And
not a
look-
geographer.
Like, and you get to live on the coast, man. I'm set. I'm happy with Maine. Okay. And it's
I
exclusive.
guess you are gonna leave me and Jalen. Huh?
Dude, We can have Skype calls. We can
I don't want to
visit.
Skype you, Leroy.
Oh, now you don't want to Skype.
Sorry, that's.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't
Okay,
like
I think-
FaceTime. Overrated, underrated, evenly rated. I say overrated. I don't like FaceTiming.
Yeah. Same.
I hate
I'll
FaceTime.
say, I'll say evenly rated, I guess.
You know what? I'll look on my phone.
FaceTime is kind of awkward,
Yeah, I know.
but I mean it's probably better than like a phone.
There's
call.
some people who do it like
Depends.
every day,
yeah, and
like in class. I see
Yeah.
them in class, and I'm like, "How you
Yeah.
doing?"
There
that
was a
in class?
girl. There was a girl in my health class today, and she had her phone like propped up, and she was like, "Hey, what you doing?" And I was like, "Well, you're in class, so why don't you stop FaceTiming?"
Let's see. I don't even know if I have the FaceTime. Okay, yeah.
You can't delete it.
Oh, that
Yeah, you
same
can. You can
girl,
delete-
like yesterday, I actually made eye contact. Basically, I haven't had chapstick for a little bit, so my lips were feeling all chapped. So I went like that. So you do that
Yeah.
thing. So I was doing that, and I like accidentally made eye contact with her when I did it. So we like locked eyes, and
As
then I
you
was
were
like,
unhinging your
and
jaw.
I saw her go, and then like look away, and I was like, oh no.
Homegirl in
Yeah.
Jalen's health class thinks he's a snake.
Yeah,
A
for real.
literal snake.
So I'm not a big fan of calling or FaceTime.
Here's what I think about calls. You either talk to me in person or you text me.
Yeah, that's
No other options.
That's pretty much me. Okay, my last FaceTime call was an accidental FaceTime call in August
Wow.
with his uncle Toby.
You called me FaceTime, Toby.
Yeah, and it was
No.
accidental.
Mine was. Yeah, I knew it. It was Dalton Barron.
Yeah. Oh,
It was January.
talking about
January 13th.
yeah, talking about homework. But my last official one was with you, Noah, and that was July 4th
Independence Day.
last year.
You said, hey, you love America? Yep.
You know it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I absolutely hate FaceTime. I like Jalen said, I think it's better to talk in person.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is what we're doing. We're talking in person, right? So
Well, we're not, but we are.
we
Yeah.
could be talking in person.
I don't think you understand science or reality. Okay. Here's one. Pulp Fiction. Overrated, underrated, fairly rated. I say fairly rated.
You never watched it, did you?
You gotta watch Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
It's real good.
that is a must watch. Overrated when it came out. Underrated now.
Hold up. Explain to me how that. Explain to me that evolution.
Okay. Pulp Fiction, really good movie.
Right.
Okay, it's what your number
2.
Number 2.
Mhm.
Okay, really good movie.
I mean,
I'm not putting it.
no, it's not. It might be. Maybe it's in my top 10. Maybe it's nowhere in my top 10.
We'll see. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. But anyway, so I think it was a little overrated when it came out. I think that like everyone loved it. There was no criticism almost about that movie. Okay, now a lot of people don't even know Noah, for instance, hasn't even watched it, and it's
Yeah.
a must watch because it is really good.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
It's Samuel Jackson's second best movie.
What just happened?
Dear what?
What's his first?
I don't know. He says Coach Carter.
Deep Blue.
No, it's not Deep Blue. I don't know. It's a discussion for another day. Okay.
Okay, all right, that's.
So you just blindly said it was his second best movie.
Well, I mean, there's so many movies that are like going through my head. Like one of them is just like Django,
Django's really good.
and he's funny and he's good in it.
Yeah.
But like there's just so many good movies that he's in. Snakes on the Plane,
Black Snake Moan.
which you don't like.
No.
I like.
Are there any other movies that he's been in that say snake in them?
Snake in the Grass.
Okay. Noah, you got any?
I don't know. Let's see. One of us will all brainstorm real quick.
Okay.
Let's try to get one good one to spark a little discussion to close things out.
Okay.
So one final good one.
Okay. I have one.
Okay.
It's average at best.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start? Because I got one. I've been thinking of
Well,
one this
we're,
whole.
we're only gonna have one, so
Okay.
one of y'all gotta.
You take the hit first.
Okay. We'll see what you guys think about this. If you're
I'll take
if you're
the hit
lukewarm.
last because mine's a really good one.
Okay. One strap backpacks. Underrated, overrated, fairly rated.
Let me start off by saying revolutionary.
Of course.
I'll say fairly rated.
I'll say
I'm not gonna front it. They were cool.
I'll say fairly rated. I also feel like there's nothing cooler than taking a 2-strap, wearing it with a 1-strap. I think that's cooler than just a 1-strap. In my opinion, I did have a 1-strap and I loved it.
I had a I had a 1-strap for a long time.
Let the record show David McFadden had a 2-strap and wore it like a 1-strap.
I didn't
David,
go that
if you're
far.
listening to this, dude, we're sorry. We're sorry for calling you out. But I had a 1-strap. Why did I think it's underrated.
You look like you had a 1-strap.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I played Splinter Cell. I don't know if you guys know what that game is. It's a
I have
snaking.
heard of it.
It's a snaking stealth game. Okay. And he had a 1-strap book bag on, and he had all of his equipment on.
Mm-hmm.
But when he ran, man, he ran like the coolest dude.
Don't say.
So
when he
whenever I got
ran.
off, whenever I got off the bus, every single day, dude, the bus would drive away. Nobody would be on the court.
Oh
I
no!
would run like that, dude. So
No.
All right.
Underrated because they can stay tight. So most of them have the little Velcro strap.
Yeah.
And that's cool. I like that.
All right. Leroy.
You got
I said
hit us with the doozy. Final underrated.
You're not
overrated.
gonna say one?
No, I didn't think of one.
Okay.
In the allotted time, my own allotted time, I forgot to think of one.
This one might make a lot of people mad.
Okay.
Do what we gotta do, man. We're here for the people.
Super Mario Bros.
As like
A franchise.
As a franchise,
Underrated, fairly rated, overrated. This is including Mario Kart,
Mario Party,
Mario Party.
anything that says Mario.
Yes.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games.
At the any Olympic
Okay.
Games. Anything that has Mario on it.
I'm gonna say fairly rated.
I'm also gonna say fairly rated. I think it's hard to get something that is arguably the most popular thing ever
Yeah.
and say it's either underrated or I guess you could say it's overrated, but I don't think it's overrated.
No, I don't think so.
I want to say it's overrated.
But you can't.
I really can't.
They're so good.
And
there's some flops every now and again.
Yeah,
but
like Mario. Who played Mario Tennis?
I
You
did.
know,
I
this
played.
guy.
Yeah, no, I had on the N64, the GBA.
there's underrated Mario things
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
like Super Sluggers.
Mm-hmm. Mario Super
Super
Sluggers is
fun.
awesome. I love Mario
Mhm.
Super Sluggers.
Olympic Games, Mario and Sonic at the
I
Olympic.
really like them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Regular Olympics better than Winter Olympics. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's in general, or
No, the Mario games.
Mhm.
I think in general that should be.
I feel like the
I
Winter
like the
Olympics
snowboarding.
Are. Yeah, I feel like the Winter Olympics are probably more
Listen, you
entertaining.
can
though.
never beat swimming, dude. Never beat swimming.
When Michael Phelps is swimming, yeah.
No one can
So,
beat him.
so there's no other swimmers that you're like, oh
Katie
Man,
Ledecky.
Ryan Lochte, he's got my
man.
heart.
Ryan Lochte made
I
up
don't
that
know. I know
thing.
Two, I know 2 swimmers, man. I know what you want from me.
So, I mean, yeah, there are some really underrated titles.
Mhm.
The original Super Mario Kart, not a lot of people's played. Really good, really good. If you ever have the chance to play that. Mario RPG. You guys ever played that? No.
No.
That is a masterpiece. Okay. Yeah.
And then, but there's games like Mario 64 is like regarded as like
I think that's a
possibly-
lot.
The
I think
greatest
that's.
game.
I think it revolutionized, but I also think it's a little overrated. Bit wonky.
Yeah. Wasn't everything on the N64 a little wonky though?
Yeah. Well,
Have
the
you played-
controller was wonky.
Have you played Mario Odyssey?
No, not yet.
Mario Odyssey's really fun. It's really fun.
You ready from Jalen?
I
Give
don't-
it a try.
Give Mario Odyssey a try.
So yeah. I don't know that we ruffled any feathers there on that last
yeah,
one, like
yeah.
Leroy.
Well, I thought
Built
you guys.
up.
I thought you guys were gonna be like, oh, it's overrated. It sucks. But I guess you guys know video games. So
Yeah.
I gotta say one more.
Okay.
Ocarina of Time.
I
Underrated or
haven't, I
overrated?
haven't played it. I couldn't
Also
say.
haven't played it, but
I
I'm just gonna
didn't
go.
I give you a copy? I haven't given that.
I've only played Link to the Past.
Man.
But I'm just gonna say underrated because I've heard it
here.
I've heard it's
first.
the best.
You heard it here first.
It's considered like the greatest game of all time, right?
Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
Yes. And
Overrated.
I'm gonna have to not agree with him. It is the greatest game of all time.
I think it's underrated in the fact that not enough people play it. Like I feel like people are scared to play it because they don't want to be labeled as like a nerd.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so like I don't think that should get in the way of someone playing
Feel
a
that.
really, really good game. So
Mhm.
I mean, that's gonna be
And,
that's my
and
argument.
some people think that Nintendo's childish.
It's
But
more. I mean, it's
I've
just
heard
family
that-
friendly.
Okay, this is one of the main arguments I've heard recently about a lot of things like Fortnite, Sonic, Mario, Zelda, anything like that. It's too childish. Okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong.
I
with
mean,
a
it
little
might be
child
marketed
nature.
a little bit towards children, but like these are really, really good games that Nintendo has designed for anyone of the age to pick up and play. I could be 7, which I was, playing Mario.
You heard it here first. Leroy was 7.
I could be 7, playing Super Mario Bros. On the NES, the original one. I could beat maybe the first 4 levels, but I could beat them.
Yeah.
It was possible. Now I'm 18. I can beat that whole game.
Yeah.
All right, in one sitting.
You heard it here first. Leroy got better at video games.
But it's designed to like for like I said for all ages, and you can sit down with your brother, with your mom,
With your brother.
yes. Thanks, friend.
Yeah.
But like you can just sit down with anyone and play them, and that's what's so magical about them. And for people to be like, "Oh, it's not realistic. It's not HD. It's not a shooter." Play different video games and get a life. So
Man.
yeah,
Wow.
I got you.
All right.
So.
That was an arrow.
Thank you, Jalen.
All right.
So that just about wraps up this
Yeah.
podcast.
Well-
That's our podcast portion. We're gonna jump into our 3 of the week now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So 3 of the week, we always have our song of the week and thought of the week, and our wild card of the week this week is role model of the week.
Yep.
So we'll start off with song of the week. I'll go first. I
Yeah,
guess.
you can.
Yeah.
Rocket Man by Elton John. 'Cause
Great.
I mean,
Classic.
like, come on.
Who
now.
doesn't like Rocket Man?
We actually had a discussion about this
Super
song.
good.
It was a very quick discussion.
I
This is how the conversation went. Rocket Man, underrated, overrated, fairly rated. Fairly rated, fairly rated, fairly
well, I
rated.
think even
boom.
before
No,
that.
because remember Leroy said Rocket Man is too good for the human race.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
And then I
It
said,
is.
like,
The
song.
song.
Which it is.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'll say, you find it?
No, keep
Okay.
going.
My song of the week is Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles. It's a really good song. It's got a cool little string quartet in it. So yeah, Beatles. Who doesn't like the Beatles? Gotta love them, and it's underappreciated. I'd say.
My song of the week is "Wish You Were Gone" by Cosmo Pike.
Okay.
Discovered him today. Really like him. He's an African American. I believe he's out of the UK. I might be wrong. He might be from the USA. But he's got this kind of jazzy, like a little bit of funk vibe, I guess, but like 80s-ish. Not really a genre. I guess alternative is the best thing to call him, but he's got a good voice. Really surprising. Like,
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Rex Orange County, who we talked about last week a little bit.
Which, quick shout out to him. I've been listening to a lot of him. His vinyl's about to come out, so be on the lookout for that. Because I don't even have a vinyl player, and I'm going to be picking it up because I really, really am into his music right now. So, yeah. So
On to thought of the week. My thought of the week is I'm really, really excited for springtime.
Yeah.
I'm over the cold and snow and scraping my windshield and wearing big coats. I'm done with it. I want to wear shorts, long sleeve shirts. I'm just ready for it. I want it to be warm.
My thought of the week is just just what a time to be alive, isn't it? Like objectively, every new year is like technically like the best time to be alive, just because of like technological advances and advances in medicine and stuff. Like now is the best time to be alive. It just has to be. People would say like I want to go back to whatever time and live,
or I want to die.
yeah. Yeah, just now has to be the best time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Be thankful. Be thankful.
Moving on to my thought of the week. Two quick thoughts. Okay, I'm not going to elaborate. First off, senior year is not everything that everyone put it up to be, and I'm bored and I'm ready to graduate. So there's that. And then number two, I skipped one. Number two, WWE. That'll do, pig. That'll do. You did good. So good job. So third thing,
Wild card of the week is role model of the week. And I'm going to have to give a big old shout out to my homeboy, Joey Van Ryk. He's
One
at
love.
Ball State right now.
I don't know why I pointed that.
He's just one of the bros. He's 2 years older than us, and he taught us a lot about high school, taught us a lot about like what to enjoy in high school, to really just not take it for granted, really.
Yeah.
Take it all in. And he's taught us a lot of stuff about just like expanding your mind, being open-minded. So, yeah. Shout out Joey Van Ryk.
we love you.
I love you, Joey. My role model of the week is Edgar Wright. He is a filmmaker. He made movies like Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, Baby Driver most recently. He's a really, really talented writer and director. All of his movies feel really fresh and new and original, and he's just really witty. And I think he's a really underrated dude. And check out his movies. Check out as many as you can. Really good filmmaker. Really teaches you a lot about just doing what you want to do and being successful with it.
I think my role model, which has always been my role model ever since I discovered him, Donnie G, or
Donnie D, Donald Duck. You heard it here first. Lyra Garcia's role model is Donald Duck.
Donald Glover. He's just an awesome human being, to be honest. Everything that he does is awesome. From his music as Childish Gambino, if you haven't seen his live performance, go watch it.
Where is it?
It's on YouTube. So Childish Gambino, his acting career, which he's about to come up in that Han Solo movie. I'm excited.
The Lion King movie.
And Atlanta. Which he writes. Yes, he writes, directs.
What a guy.
He's also writing and directing the animated version of Deadpool that's about to come out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Excited for that.
Makes
He
sense,
also
though.
might have a song. There's been rumors of him on Black Panther.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which his main dude, his right hand man, Ludwig, is producing the soundtrack for. Also, shout out to Ludwig.
This guy.
I love Ludwig.
Yeah,
These guys are underrated. Ludwig, okay? So
I guess. All right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's this week. Jinx.
pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
No. All right. So yeah, that brings this podcast to an end. I'll let these boys say what they need to say real quick.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot. Keep subscribing. If you're watching all our videos and you're not subscribed, I mean, you might as well just subscribe.
Yeah,
at
just
this
do
point.
it. What's it gonna hurt?
Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your friends to watch us.
Share
us. Retweet us. Follow us on Twitter at SetInStonePC. And then that way you can retweet all our tweets. Yeah, just keep showing support. We really, really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Be expecting new content for the belt we got we got some surprises in store for you. Since Mr. Noah Ray wants to say that
Be the champion.
Yeah, since he wants to be the champion and say that you guys are the champions, we'll show you guys who the real champions are, and not him. He won't be the real champion. I'll be the real champion. Don't worry about that. You'll see. You'll see soon. You'll see soon. We got some stuff coming out. This man, about to have some stuff coming out on his own. Be expecting a new video from him very soon.
Look for it in the next 3 to 5 business days.
Yeah, maybe.
Just like a package.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes earlier. I mean, if they're having a slow delivery day, there you go. So yeah, just be looking out for new content. Like I said, we might be going to new places. Very excited for that.
The Taj
Still
Mahal.
working on our permanent stay.
Yeah.
The
Should
office.
be done soon.
Should be. We need rugs. If you have rugs, tell us. Give us rugs, please.
We basically just need some rugs and some chairs at this point. Maybe a shelf.
Yeah, it's
Rugs
gonna.
and chair. I have a shelf.
We have a shelf.
Rugs and chairs.
And what's that?
Yeah, and we got
Yeah.
we got new equipment, new stuff that's gonna be looking pretty cool in the background.
So give us like 2 months for sure. And
To have it like all set up.
Right.
But other than that, we are progressing as a channel, as a podcast. Thank you all for listening, and I'll let Jalen close this out.
Yeah, like my counterparts here said, thank you so much for your support. It means the world. Keep watching. And with that, we're set in stone.